Okay. Hey everyone, Brandon here, and today I'm going to be playing the Banner Saga, as you guys saw in my, unboxing yesterday. But yeah, this honestly looks like an interesting game because from what I read in the book, not the book, the case of the game. I'm also trying out something interesting I thought of, and I don't know if it's gonna work or if I'm gonna even use it, but we'll see what happens. So let's get on with this then. New game. I like thinking games a lot. I love strategy games. The gods are dead. In their wake, man and giant survived through a tenuous alliance, driving black destroyers called Dredge Deep into the northern wastes. Now is an era of growth and trade. Life goes on. Only one thing has stopped: the sun. Stoic.
Að sjá dreggjan á ferlinu. It has been several long months on the road. The first signs of snowfall accost us on our approach to Strand, largest of the trade cities on the Val-human borders, and our last collection before returning to the capital. Several days ago, the sun simply came to a stop in the sky. Though during these long winter days, none of us can be certain how long it has been this way. Some of the men in the caravan have taken it as a dire omen. I am not quick to superstition, but I myself will be glad to be done with this year's rounds. We have been warned by stranded travelers about brigands on the path through Ridgehorn, our road home. Our captain seems unconcerned. Perhaps he is as eager as I to be done here. We will rest here this day and inquire further when we speak to the governor.
Komið í höfnina miklu! Skýst þér leyfa oss að syngja!
Okay, well that's something I'm gonna have to fix in post. I had a little bit of an issue with the video not playing well. Like, it was stopping and starting a lot. You've arrived just in time. The chieftain in red and his men are looking for a tougher fight than they bargained for. Drag around the screen to see your surroundings. Click the check mark to continue. Oh god. These portraits show the order of initiative. Taking turns from left to right, allies are blue, the enemy is red. It's your turn to act. Movement happens before action. This ring shows your shield banger is active. The blue tiles are around him show where he can move. Some characters fill more tiles than others. The horned allies are a race of giants called Barl, who take up 4 each, while humans fill a single tile. This can be a huge impact on your strategy. Click on the tile you want to move them to, then click the check mark to confirm. Move your shield banger here and get him into attacking range. To target an enemy, click the tile in which they stand. Allied tiles are blue, enemies are red. Target this enemy now by clicking on the tile. Okay, how do I... You can choose to either attack the enemy's strength or break his armor. The number beneath each icon show the damage you will do to that stat. Strength counts as both health and damage. Loss of 2 strength means you'll now do 2 less damage. If strength falls to 0, the character will falls in battle. Armor blocks strength damage, but can be reduced by a break attack. By breaking armor, you open them up to more damage in the future. The enemy has only 5 strength remaining. A strength attack will kill him. Okay. Renown. He's down. Each time you make a kill, your renown grows, which is used later to improve your characters. After taking an action, your turn ends. Next up is the enemy. Turns always alternate, even if you are outnumbered. Despite being at full strength, the chieftain will do little damage against your shield banger's high armor. Now it's your Warhawk's turn. He appears to be out of range of those enemies, but all characters can use willpower to boost their actions. Willpower is limited resource, use it wisely. By clicking on gold tiles, the character can move farther than usual at the cost of 1 willpower per gold tile. Red pulsing tile means your enemy show how close you'll... Pulsing tiles beneath your enemy show how close you have to get to be in range. If your Warhawk in range, special attacks only affect a single enemy, but your standard attacks only affect a single enemy, but your Warhawk has a special ability that gives him a unique advantage. Click your Warhawk's tile to gain access to his abilities. Clicking your character tile will bring up all his combat options, including move, ability, and attack, and end turn. Click the purple icon. Ability description appears in the tooltip below. The Warhawk's Tempest allows him to slam multiple enemies at once. Very nice. That made quick work of the chieftain's bodyguards. When there is only one enemy left, players enter pillage mode. During pillage mode, each character moves in order. There are no more guaranteed turns. Click the initiative to see how the order has been changed. Your allies now get to move twice in a row. The character does not move on his turn. He can rest to regain 1 willpower. The chieftain will rest this turn. Looks like the chieftain is in trouble. Your shield banger won't be able to finish the job with a normal attack, but willpower can be used to boost your damage. Click the chieftain tile to attack him. Flip the fist and the stars above the fist to add willpower. The number of stars available each turn are determined by your exertion stat. You'll see the damage number go up or down as you add willpower. Click a star and then the green check mark to kill the enemy. Stab. That worked out. Your renown grows.
Like a rabid wolf, that one. How did it come to this? We fool ourselves believing that peace will last. My grandfather built all this from a poor fishing village, you know. He watched the gods die, watched the chaos that followed, watched man and var slaughter each other, even before the dreads arose. All we've done is traded one struggle for another. Now that there are no more dreads to war against, we war against ourselves. This chieftain meant to kill me, and he's not the first. A dozen families in the city would gladly take my chair. This one had men waylaying merchants, both north and south of the city, strangling trade. Quite well, I would add, though he denied it to his last. This sort of wolf doesn't stop biting because the head is cut off. It just grows a new head. I'm in a bad way, my friend. Help me finish this fight, and I'll gladly send you on your way with double our king's tithe.
Ooh.
Take any men you need. They're loyal, I promise you that. They will meet you down in the proving grounds.
I want to say tithe was Latin for tenth, which is what you would pay to your, which is what you're supposed to give at church every week. A tenth of what you made, or however much money you have. You're approached by a familiar man who walks in step with you. As you're leaving the great hall, he cuts to the chase. Eric, steward of Strand. I managed the governor's business. Ubin, isn't it? I'm just here for the tithe. Because this game, it is. The governor tells me you'll be giving us a hand. Seems a bit chaotic around here, Eric. What did you have in mind? I didn't exactly agree. What do you have in mind? Skull things that you didn't hack up in the Great Hall scattered around you after you took out their chieftain. The governor just wants to make sure they stay down. Was hoping you'd join me at the marketplace by the docks. There's no anyone left to worry about. I know who can tell us. Oh. To highlight the market's tent? Well, that's cool. Left and right bumper just brings you to those set areas. Well, yeah, of course I'm going to go to market. It's not like I have much choice. Let me handle this. You meander through rows of open-faced houses and eroded stalls. Colored canvases slap on a briny curtain. One man in particular blanches as you approach. Had. I'm not in the mood today. For what? Talking to an idiot. The Scalfing's chieftain bled out about an hour ago, Had. Or Hod. So when you tell me what rat anus the rest of them crawled back into, nobody's gonna try and kill you this time. I don't talk to... They don't talk to me. Need some help here? He's got it. I'm gonna say nothing. Eric overturns his flimsy table, scattering Had's assortment of junk across the ground. Gods, Eric. Laying it on a bit heavy, don't you think? Where are the scaffoldings? Nobleman? Up by East Wall. But that was months ago. Last I know. Head skulks away with a wave of Eric's hand, gathering things from his hovel, disappearing for a while until this blows over. You figure. Your bodyguard steps forward. Are we done here? Gunneth. Were you wearing green back at the Great Hall? No. Just bought them while we were walking around. Why? You look like a frog. Well, they look good. I'm glad you care. Gunnulf goes off to look at more stalls. Eric, that man of yours seems unreliable at best. A blind hog wouldn't trust I don't know. But he used to be a skullfling. If they lick their wounds, they've probably gone to the old haunts, not new ones. Nobleman is a mead hall? Best I can tell, the name's ironic. Listen, I know a guy who would love to put a few of these skulls in the ground. I'm gonna find him and I'll meet you there. Shouldn't we have an approach of some sort? Where's this place? After this, I'm done here. Shouldn't we have an approach? What a luxury. Come on. You've already mopped up worse today. Just make sure the governor remembers his promise. Double the usual tithe. I'll remind him. Sadly, this is where I'm going to have to leave this episode off for today. I don't want them to go too long. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Let me know if you want to see me play more of this down in the comments below, though I'm probably going to play it myself no matter what. And I hope you all have an amazing day.